In Super Mario Galaxy 2's Spin Dig Galaxy, there's a disappearing moon or planet that I can't figure out why the developers put it there. It only appears when you select the wrong star for the area. Let's take a closer look. Today's video is brought to you by Nova Nukers. This game looks and feels like it totally fits in with the Mario Galaxy games. Up to 4 players, battle it out on these small circular worlds in some free-for-all chaos. The planets can slowly be destroyed as well, so the more carnage that goes on, the less areas you have left to fight. As you play, you unlock all sorts of cool things, like new planets, costumes, and weapons. In my opinion, it feels like Super Mario Galaxy met Star Fox Assault's battle mode, except the terrain is destructible like worms, but with some Mario Kart weapon choices sprinkled in. I highly recommend checking it out. You can find a link to the game in the description below. And I want to thank Nova Nukers for supporting me as a creator. Hey guys, welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. Today we're going to be looking at the Spin Dig Galaxy. This galaxy is kind of interesting. You take these little drills and you dig through these planets. But the thing I want to talk about is actually there's a disappearing moon or a small planet or something of that nature, which you actually can't normally get to. And I discovered this one day just while exploring this galaxy, and I'm not sure why it's there, because there's actually no point for it to be there, but it exists. And it's actually caused by going to an area in Super Mario Galaxy 2 that you normally can't get to on a certain star. So the first star of this level basically takes you through the different planets, and then you fight the boss. Now, the boss is like this robot thing that's on a small planet. However, obviously we have a flying hack, so this is going to allow us to go to different areas that we normally couldn't go to. And what's interesting about Super Mario Galaxy 2 in comparison to Super Mario Galaxy 1 is that Super Mario Galaxy 1 typically areas would stay loaded regardless of what star you're on. But in Super Mario Galaxy 2, that's not the case. Sometimes planets are missing. Sometimes areas are missing. Or, like in this instance, we're going to the second star area where there's actually no way for us to normally get there on this star. And that's actually what causes this. So normally we would pass by this planet right here. And I'll actually show you this real fast just before we go to actually where the area is at. This is going to be some overlapping gravity though. So we get this. We're supposed to drill through the bottom of the planet. So this is going to shoot us over past the area where we're actually going to be going, over to Toad's Spaceship. Now Toad's Spaceship actually moves around depending on what star you're on. So right here we have the opportunity to obviously go fight the boss. We could feed this Luma here to get extra life, but where we want to go is right over here. And you can actually see where we're going right there. Do you see a small floating planet just off the top of that? That's where we're going. Now gravity's gonna get all weird while I'm getting over here. And this is incredibly hard to land on because of all the inversions, but it is possible to land on it if I can find it. I think that's one of the most aggravating things about Super Mario Galaxy is when you're trying to break beyond the limits of the game. There's so many overlapping gravity fields, and you get turned around so often. I totally lost where I was going. I need to figure out which way gravity is going so I approach the planet correctly. So let's go ahead and try just going straight down. Okay, I think we're correctly oriented now. If I cast a shadow, then we're good. And I cast a shadow, so we're good. So we're gonna land on this. All right, and now we're on this small floating moon or this asteroid or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have gravity, so if I were to walk off it, I'm actually just going to fall to my death. But I'll actually try right now. There we go. But before I show you what happens to this planet when we load the second star, I actually want to show you one other thing. So this planet I'm on right now does not have any of the silver stars that are normally on here because they do not load. We're not supposed to be over here. And actually I don't know if I can actually break out of this gravity. I might have to go pretty far out. Because every time I hit the edge, every time I hit the edge, it just snaps me back into place. Oh, jeez. Come on. Fly, Mario, fly. Straight out. Oh, this is really interesting, too. So, see this floating coin right here? With no way to get to it? That's because this is where the second Toad ship spawns on the next star. That's where it moves over to. But anyways, I want to see if I can get... If I fly into this, it should let me through. Okay. Now this is interesting because I'm in an area where you're normally supposed to have the drill ability, but I'm in between the actual rocks. You actually get caught in limbo. We'll actually see if I can. Nope. Well, actually I'm stuck in here now. But if you fall basically to the bottom of this, between the surface and the initial ground right underneath it, Mario gets stuck twirling around infinitely. Okay, so we're gonna hop over to the second star now and take a look at the area where this small moon once was. And just kind of try to understand why it wasn't there on this particular star. Okay, so now we're on the second star. As you can see, the Toad ship has moved over here. It's actually a different color, but it used to be over there where we're looking at right now. Remember that floating coin we saw? That's actually this coin right here. It's just when the ship is not loaded, obviously it just looks like it's floating in space. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this. And we're gonna go shoot over here. But now it's different because that planet is not there. For some reason they removed it. And I'm not 100% sure why. And we'll actually I'll fly around and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because you'll notice it's not above any of the sides. So there's one side. Here's the second side. Here's the third. And then we should be back right where we were. Now there's a lot of, debris floating around in space, obviously. But a lot of the debris that's around this area is not actually objects. You pass right through them. They don't have any collision. There's no interactivity with the object in Mario. But this is what's weird. I don't understand why this small mini moon was placed there. Especially since it disappears once you actually go to this specific area. I'm not sure if a developer was just using this as a dumping ground before they got to this actual star, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Especially since everything about this planet is relatively the same. The only thing that happens is, they flip a switch and these different silver stars appear. Last time these star bits were on the planet, the drill enemies were on the planet, so it makes it kind of strange to see that they went back and deliberately removed this small moon prior to actually loading up this second star. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this weird discovery that I made. I know it's not something crazy, but it still baffles me that it disappears. I have a lot more Super Mario Galaxy content coming down the line. Like I've said in many other videos, I have tons and tons of ideas, and I'm just going through my list right now and kind of going back and re-experiencing some of these things that I had discovered earlier on. A big shout out once again for Nova Nukers sponsoring this video and supporting me as a creator. Go check the game out. It's really neat and it's really fun to play. And it reminds me a lot of Super Mario Galaxy, just from the planets and just the blowing the holes through the planets and things of that nature. But anyways, that's all for me, and I will see all of you in the next video. Cheers, everyone! Hey guys and gals, if you're subscribed and you haven't hit the notification bell, I highly recommend doing so because YouTube really sucks at notifying people. So if you want to see my future uploads, that is the best way to do so. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time.